I did the company a favor, and they fined me 128,000 yuan. Instead of paying a dime, I walked away with 5 million. During a meeting, a new trainee suddenly projected my performance evaluation. All eyes turned to me as the trainee sneered. He lifted his chin and tossed photos onto the table. Boss, I'm reporting him. He uses the company car to drive his kids around. It's blatant misuse of corporate assets. I recommend firing him immediately. The boss turned red. I looked at that desperate trainee. He called it a company car. It was actually my 6 million yuan luxury ride. I'd given it to the firm to help seal deals. I wanted the company to look good. 2 years later, he pulled up a spreadsheet. I'd done the math. Director Lin travels 40 kilometers a day. Fuel and maintenance add up to thousands of yuan monthly. Director Liang is cutting costs. We should start with top management. Treating company assets like personal property. If this isn't punished, how can we expect others to follow the rules? Everyone turned to Liang. She was my college roommate and the company founder. In the early days, I used my savings to pay salaries. When we needed prestige to land big clients, I handed over my car keys. I told her to use it to close the biggest deals. For 2 years, I covered the fuel, insurance, and maintenance. Sometimes, when the driver was busy, I personally picked up clients from the airport. Everyone knew it was my car. But Liang wouldn't defend me. She just tapped her fingers on the table, a classic habit of hers when weighing pros and cons. Lin Fang is what Chanao reported true. I looked at her, and my heart skipped a beat. 2 years ago, when she asked for the car, she promised she'd buy me a new one once the company grew. Now she was questioning my integrity. Kindness has no value to some people. I answered in a cold tone that surprised me. What is your decision, Director Liang? She looked away. You're an old colleague, but rules are rules. We must be fair. Hand over the keys. Admin will manage the vehicle from now on. And as for the fuel and maintenance costs Chanao calculated, they'll be deducted from your next salary. Great decision, Director Liang. I also believe Director Lin should issue a formal self-criticism. His impact has been negative. No need for a circular. We'll issue a company-wide critique. Criticism, circular, salary deduction, car confiscated. I watched Liang's face. She looked like she'd finally found her new star player. Still, I didn't argue. I didn't throw ownership papers at their faces. I saw ambition in Chanao's eyes and calculation in Liang's. It didn't matter. I already had a plan to hit back. Fine, here are the keys. I accept the criticism circular. Director Liang, I hope this brings the company good luck. If you had asked, I would have given it to you sooner. I looked at her. She had no idea what she had done. She thought she'd taken power, but she'd actually picked up a bomb, one that could destroy the entire firm. Half an hour later, the criticism circular was emailed to everyone. It was well written. I never thought Director Lin, who seemed so upright, would exploit the company. I sipped my coffee. The bitter taste didn't cool the anger boiling inside me. Then the door swung open. The Director of Finance. We've calculated the fuel, depreciation, and tolls for the last 2 years. You owe 128,000 yuan retroactively. Director Liang approved it. If you don't pay, we'll deduct it from your bonus and dividends. 128,000? Chanao, you're good with numbers, right? Do you know the yearly insurance on this car? Does the company pay it? No, I paid 50,000 a year. Maintenance was over 10,000, also my responsibility. You used it for a long time. Who brought this car here 2 years ago? It's company property now. Director Lin, stop talking and pay up. I have the keys. If you want to use the car, you have to file an application and wait for my approval. Fine, I accept the payment. Director Lin, a wise man knows when to step back. By the way, an important client is arriving next week. Take your personal items out of the car. We don't want the client thinking the company is messy because of baby seats or toys. A trainee who has been here for 3 months is approving vehicle usage for a C-level director? It was absurd. Hello, lawyer? This is Lin Fang. Yes, I need to consult on a legal matter regarding illegal appropriation of private property and retroactive charges. After hanging up, I opened my drawer. I pulled out the documents. I had proof. Every transfer record, every invoice. The registration certificate clearly showed Lin Fang. 2 years ago, I gave the car to the firm to help Liang. Lin Fang, shouldn't we sign a rental contract? I can pay you 2,000 a month. Forget it, we're friends. The company is just starting out. I thought it was friendship. Turns out, I'd handed them the knife myself. If they want to be formal, fine. We'll settle everything. I stood up, left the office, and walked to the underground parking. Throw out those cushions. And that decoration? Trash it. Clear out the boxes. Those were my 8,000 yuan custom leather cushions, and my daughter's handmade Lucky Charm. Driver, leave the car. We're going up. Chanao sat in the driver's seat, took a photo, and posted it to social media. Hard work always pays off. I saw the post and liked it. Enjoy, Chanao. I hope you can handle it. After all, this car has a mind of its own. It only listens to its true owner. The next morning, HR called me in. Director Lin, your disciplinary violation is serious. The company has decided to suspend some of your responsibilities. They're being transferred to Chanao. Director Liang says, even though Chanao is young, he has strong principles and is fearless. The company plans to give him an exceptional promotion to operations supervisor. Exceptional promotion? Stepping over me to become supervisor? Chanao played a good game. Director Liang says to hand over client info, especially Mr. Sao. He arrives next Monday and I need to be prepared. Mr. Xiao was our biggest client, a prize I snatched from competitors 2 years ago. Surely some details were missing from the files, like his preferences, dietary restrictions, or hobbies. Mr. Xiao, he loves Da Hong Pao tea, refuses seafood, and plays golf. I gave them half the truth. He does love the tea and hates seafood, but what he hates most are young people who act oversmart and desperate to impress. Noted, thanks Lin Fang. By the way, I gave the driver the keys. Director Liang said the car is only for high-level clients like Mr. Xiao now, otherwise it stays parked. Parked? Let's see how long that lasts. I visited the showroom that afternoon. Mr. Lin, good to see you. The car is fine, no issues. I want a full inspection and a tracking update. Sure. Did you bring the car? No, someone will bring it in a few days. Just listen, moment it hits the workshop, lock all doors. Do not let anyone take it. Understood? The car is registered to me. We just follow your orders. The real show was about to start. I took a taxi, back to the office. Passing the building, I saw that very car pulling out of the lot. Wow, Lin Fang, taking a taxi? Sorry, Director Liang, a deal needed closing, so we requisitioned it. Don't work so hard in this heat. Go home and take care of your kid. Driving my car on my fuel for their work, and mocking me on top of it. What beautiful leeches. Hello, I want to deactivate a fuel card. Yes, block it immediately. Blocking it now just helps them. If I do it, it has to be the perfect moment. Hello, get me the city's best real estate agent. If we are settling scores, the building account needs to be cleared too. My company's office was in my building. When Liang started, she couldn't afford a real office, so I gave her my family property at half the market rate. The contract was annual, renewed on trust. It was expiring in a month. Chen Ao wanted to cut costs? Well, start with the rent. Friday night, while playing with my daughter, I got a call from Liang. Lin Fang, why isn't the fuel card working? Wang went to fill up, but it's blocked. Oh, that card is in my personal name. It was lost, so I blocked it. You did this on purpose. Liang, first off, that is my personal card. I can block it whenever I want. Second, if the company is using the car, why use my card for fuel? Does finance not pay the driver? Fine, Lin Fang. Very well. The company will pay its own way, and you can forget about using company resources. Perfect, Director. This is just the beginning. Sunday night, I pulled all receipts and the building lease. The contract clearly stated March 7th, 2026, which was tomorrow. If not renewed, they were out. I thought for a moment and messaged the agent. Bring new tenants at 10 tomorrow. Perfect, Lin Fang. This location is in demand. A financial company is ready to pay double rent. The only requirement was that the current tenant must be gone. Tomorrow would be interesting. Mr. Xiao arrives, Chen Ao shows off, and I close the trap. I sat down and started calculating on paper. Queenan, 3.2 million. Purchase tax, 280,000. 2 years of insurance, 100,000. 2 years maintenance, 80,000. 2 years fuel, 60,000. Office rent difference, 1.2 million. Advanced salaries, 500,000. Total, 5.42 million. I stared at the number and started laughing. 5 million spent raising ungrateful people. They didn't thank me. They framed me for a fine of 128,000. Tomorrow, I take it all back. With interest. Monday 9 a.m. I sat at my desk, slowly packing my things. In their eyes I was the outdated director, and Chen Ao was the rising star. And then Mr. Xiao arrived. Okay, Wang, take the car to the entrance. Quick, Mr. Xiao is waiting. What happened? Hurry up, it won't start. It was fine just now. Did you press the brake? Yes. Then why the moment for failure? Director Liang, the car is locked. The anti-theft system is active. The engine is immobilized. The spare key is in the admin safe. The security system is top level. Once locked by remote, it couldn't move without the owner's master password. Lin Fang, you did this, right? Why isn't the car starting? Director Liang, if the car is broken, tell them to repair it. Why call me? I'm not a mechanic. Don't play dumb, only you control it. Unlock it. Mr. Xiao is waiting outside. Unlock it? Director Liang, don't you remember Friday? Chen Ao took it for the company. He has the keys. He has the management. If the car won't run, what does that have to do with me? Strong preparations to receive important clients. Chen Ao is right. Will you unlock it or not, Lin Fang? I am giving you an order. Unlock it now. Give me an order, Liang. By what authority? As my boss? Yes, I am your boss. Let me notify you. That car is my private property. I have the full right to decide if it runs or not. I'm not in the mood today, so the car stays off. Look, Director Liang, is this how you treat your clients? Mr. Xiao, we are so sorry. The car had a sudden issue. We'll fix it right now. Fix it right now? Lin Fang is resigning. Yes, Mr. Xiao. This company is too small for me. As you can see, my car was confiscated and I was fired. Director Liang, remember 2 years ago I only decided to work with your company because of Mr. Lin. Yes. Mr. Xiao, it's all a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding? Mr. Lin's car confiscated. I am sitting in this car myself. Mr. Lin said this was to show his sincerity in receiving clients. So how did this become corporate vehicle private use in your mouth? Mr. Xiao, let me explain. First of all, Director Lin didn't break the rules. Shut up. Lin Fang, tell Mr. Xiao that this is an internal issue we will resolve ourselves. Don't make a scene in front of others. Director Liang, when you issued the criticism circular, you didn't think of that. You let Chen Ao throw my things on the floor and crush them. You didn't think of it then. Mr. Xiao, I apologize that you had to see all this. But as of today, I have no connection to this company, and I am taking my car back. Unlock. The luxury car that looked dead suddenly roared to life. Wang, get out. The driver had already stepped out. He scrambled away the moment he heard my voice. Mr. Xiao, if you don't mind, I can drop you at your next destination in this car. As for this company, shared bikes seem more appropriate for them. Well, said Mr. Lin, actually I have a new project and need an experienced partner. Let's talk while we walk, Mr. Wait, Mr. Xiao. Don't go. We haven't finished talking. Liang tried to grab Xiao Banjin's sleeve, but his bodyguard stepped in and stopped her. Director Liang, before you can do business you have to learn to be a human being. If your character isn't right, you can't go far in business. Saying this, Xiao Banjin turned and walked toward my car. I opened the door, then got into the driver's seat and started the engine. The V12 roared, a heavy sound like a caged animal finally set free. In the rearview mirror, I watched Liang collapse to the ground. The car cleared the complex, leaving it all behind. Mr. Lin, that was brilliant. Mr. Xiao, you're being too kind. But, is that enough? For them, that's the easy part. Things were about to get simple. By 10, my agent would arrive with the new tenants. My phone buzzed, a text from Lin Fang, we've arrived. Director Liang is struggling. She won't leave, and reception is blocking us. I replied, call the police immediately. Keep the illegal occupation contract and property deeds ready. I hung up and Liang Shu was just getting started. After dropping off Mr. Saho, I headed straight to the law firm. Mr. Lin, the evidence you provided makes our case incredibly strong. The claims for vehicle usage, advance funds, and reputation damages are solid. Since they didn't renew the building lease or vacate, you can even claim double rent. Lawyer Wang, add one more charge. Which one? Defamation. Chenao made false claims and ruined my reputation. I am suing him personally. I will demand a public apology and full compensation. It might be hard to prove with internal mail and recordings alone. Hurry with the payments. I've already taken the car keys. From now on, you need my approval to use that car. If you disobey, Mr. Lin, you are well prepared. Chenao won't escape this time. As I left the firm, it was already evening. The agent had reached the building with the police and the new tenants. Here are the property deeds and lease agreement. The contract expired last month. You have 3 days to clear out. Some intimidating guys stood at the entrance, and the boy at reception was shaking. The new tenants worked in debt collection, and they were definitely not as polite as I was. Liang locked herself in her office, too afraid to come out. She used Chenao as a shield, pushing him forward. They silenced him instantly. He finally started crying. Hey kid, where's your boss? She hit herself and left you to take the heat. I don't know. Cao Wanjun immediately took action. By 2 in the afternoon, the SEO Group legal department sent an official notice. All contracts with Liang's company were terminated, and I reserved the right to claim damages for breach. After such a massive blow, Liang's company was practically finished. Just then, Liang Yu called. Yes, Lin Fang, what more do you want? Are you going to ruin me completely? Director Liang, why would you say that? I'm just taking back what is mine. If Mr. Saho broke the contract, it's because he didn't like your character. If people came to clear the building, it's because you refused to leave. Liang Yu, be reasonable. Lin Feng, we were college classmates. Can you be this heartless? If the company goes bankrupt, what do you gain? You put effort into this too. My effort? You treated it like my duty. Chenao used me for a promotion, and you tossed me aside like trash. Liang Yu, you let Chenao insult me. The day you tried to seize my car, our friendship ended. Lin Feng, I made a mistake, I really do. I'll return the car, I'll pay double. Just talk to Mr. Saho for me. It's too late. You'll get a court notice tomorrow. Director Liang, save your energy to explain it to the judge. Everything went quiet, but the story didn't end there. That same night, a viral topic emerged. Millionaire executive harasses trainee. I saw it, a long article featuring Chenao crying in a car. He portrayed himself as a brave employee standing up for the rules. The whole story was emotional and manipulative. My blurred photos were included, but I wasn't hard to identify. My phone flooded with abuse and hate messages. It seemed Chenao wanted an all-out war. He thought he could flip the narrative with public opinion. The fool didn't realize public opinion is a double-edged sword. If he wants to play, I'll play too. Chenao told the media, I only did my job, these are company rules. Corporate vehicles aren't for personal use. I didn't know defending the rules would cost me so much. Mr. Lin misused company assets and harmed the firm through his connections. Sir, what was the exact amount? 128,000. That's just for 2 years of fuel and maintenance costs. Why do you think Lin Feng did that? Because he thought the company couldn't run without him. He was entitled. The live chat was filled with insults. He's arrogant. Investigate him. Demand an apology. I picked up my phone and messaged lawyer Wang. Let it go now. 5 minutes later, a new account named Lin posted a video. No music, no effects, just facts. The first proof. Car invoices, registration, insurance, and maintenance records. Reporters' phones buzzed with notifications. Their sympathy turned instantly into shock and excitement. Director Liang, Mr. Lin's proofs are accurate. The car is his personal property. Mr. Chen, are you the one giving threats in the recording? Were you manipulating public sympathy? No, it's edited. It's fake. It's all a misunderstanding. Liang Yu tries to run away with Chenao. The cameras caught everything. Liang Yu was completely broken. Chenao's face had turned deathly pale. I had won this battle completely. A few days later, Liang's company was officially declared bankrupt. It didn't necessarily have to happen, but she angered Mr. Saho. She was insulted in public, left, and on top of that, my legal claim shattered her entire financial chain. Chanao was fired. They say he left in total disgrace. Colleagues blamed him. Some even threw papers at him. When he asked Liang Yu for compensation, she slapped him hard. It's all because of you. If you hadn't tried to be smart, the company never would have fallen. That single slap destroyed both his career and his dream. A month later, at my new company office, I received Liang Yu. Lin Fang, someone is here to see you. Lin Fang, for the sake of our old friendship, drop the case. I have nothing left. My house and car are seized. I'm drowning in debt. If you continue this case, I'll go to jail. Liang Yu, when you were fining me 128,000, did you think about that day? I was blinded by jealousy. I was jealous of your money, your ability, and in the fact that the whole company followed you. I wanted to prove I was the boss. I wanted to surpass you. That's why you tolerated Chanao. Yes, he reminded me of my younger self, full of ambition. Ambition, if not supported by ability and principles, is just greed. Lin Fang, I really made a mistake. Please, forgive me. At least let me work for you so I can pay off my debt. I watched her kneeling on the floor, but I felt no satisfaction, only sadness. This was the same college friend I helped with all my heart, the same partner I trusted. In the face of interest, people become so weak. Liang, I am not. I stood up, walked to the glass window, and looked down at the city crowd. The case continues. The 50 million compensation is final. This is about principle. As for your future, that's your fate. You can leave. After Liang Yu, the next in line was Chanao. He sent me countless messages and apology letters. I didn't answer any until we faced each other. Lin Fang? I stopped, took off my sunglasses, and looked at him. Chanao, do you think you were treated unjustly? He shook his head slowly. I don't think so. I spent $1 million on the car, 500,000 on salaries, and $1 million on rent subsidies. In return, I got your complaints and humiliation. You only lost a job and got a bad record. I nearly lost my dignity. Wanting a promotion isn't wrong, but you don't climb by stepping on someone's kindness. This lesson doesn't come for 128,000. Hopefully, you remember this, I said, and calmly walked into the courtroom. Behind me, Chanao was sobbing. 6 months later, I launched my consulting firm, found new investors, and the business, it started moving. I had my car again, complete with a dedicated driver. Sometimes I look back at the old days, when I was killing myself for that company. That was my youth. And my foolishness. One day I went to inspect a commercial site. Outside a bubble tea shop on the ground floor, I saw a familiar face. Chanao, welcome, your tea is ready, her voice. It had grown heavy. The arrogance was gone. I stood at a distance watching her in silence. A customer was yelling at her for being too slow. She just bowed her head, repeating sorry over and over. I couldn't understand. Hurry up. Sorry, just a second. The customer threw the tea at the counter in anger. Chanao said nothing, just cleaned it up quietly. Her eyes were red. This scene, to me, felt familiar. The only difference was, the one who once championed the rules was now broken by life itself. I didn't approach her, didn't buy anything. I just turned and walked away, exiting the mall. The hunger was sharp. Wang opened the car door. Lin Fang, where to? Home. I thought the story ended there, but the final scene remained. That night, I was walking in the park with my daughter. Under a bridge, I saw someone digging through a trash bin. Clothes torn, hair matted, but I recognized her. It was Liang. She felt my gaze and turned. Our eyes met. First shock, then stillness, then deep shame. She grabbed half a loaf of bread and stumbled away, leaving one shoe behind. I didn't stop her. Daddy, what happened to that lady? Liang had gone bankrupt. Her husband left, taking the children. She was drowning in massive debt and had been branded dishonest. She couldn't even afford a high-speed train ticket. I heard she had even considered it but didn't go through with it. Now she had become the darkest shadow in this city. I watched her vanish into the dark, and the final weight inside me lifted. Every bad person doesn't get punished by the law. Often, people destroy themselves. Kindness is a choice, not an obligation, especially for those who don't value it. If at that time, I didn't have that money, those buildings, and contacts like Mr. Sao, perhaps I would be in that trash bin today. I took my daughter's hand and slowly headed home. The streetlights lengthened our shadows.